So what do we have here? Another 2024 Patrol. This car is like the test dummy for Nissan with us, because the year before, the 2023, is technically a better car. It has way more features. The TIL has the rear screens, and is it the sunroof that it has? It's got a few more extra features. And the 2024 comes out with basically a POV pack. It came from Japan with no head unit at all, and it has that directed head unit. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll show you it on one of the benches in just a second. And then in 2025, you get the upgraded nice interior. So 2024, this car is like a bit of a test dummy. So we get a lot of these in to change the digital dash out, to change the head unit, to add the 360 cameras back. That's another thing that you lost. And while we're there, we get a car like this one that we're doing a complete build on. So I'll show you what we're going to be adding to this car, regardless of the head unit and all that stuff. Even though this is a 2024, it still has this engine and it still looks like this. So for this car, we've already got the interior stripped. We need to take this door card off so we can install the side camera here. And then we run the camera wiring through the mirror, through the door, all the way to the new head unit. I'll show you which head unit we're putting in. The customer has gone with the 13-inch unit, so we'll show you what that looks like. Moving on to the engine bay, you'll see this area looks completely different. So what we've done is removed some of the original wiring and ECUs from here, and we're gonna go to Piranha Off-Road and get the dual battery mounting brackets that they sell, and it's gonna fit an Optima yellow top battery in this location here. And then the brackets come with everything we need to sort of relocate the ECUs and everything there. So we'll show you what that looks like. We've got a GME XRS 370 that's going on bonnet mount. We'll also be adding a camera here for the front stage camera for the 360. So being 2024, there's nothing at all. We'll put a camera in this little half moon section. That'll look really nice. And we'll get all that run into the car. Then from the second battery, we're gonna have an Anderson plug at the back of the car. We're gonna have the solar input from the DC to DC charger. We're adding another 20 amp Anderson plug at the back of the car for the customer who's got a diesel heater thing that's gonna plug into it. This is the current setup at the back. So we'll get rid of this bracket and we'll put on a larger bracket that'll allow us to put this and then 3 Anderson plugs. So that'll look really nice when it's done. We've got to swap this analog dash out for a digital dash, of course. And then here we have a lot of the wiring's already done. In a 2024 car, it's real basic. It's like 2 plugs and then, you know, all of our goodies that we do and get it looking nice and neat. And I'll show you which unit we're putting in this car. So we're going from 1980s storage cubby at the very top, and then head unit at middle section, and then climate control all the way at the very bottom, which is useless, to 13-inch display, capacitive touchscreen, very nice, to premium climate controls and dials for the head unit, premium vents, everything really nice to the touch and look. And then of course the wireless charger. So here, this is on an automatic door, open up, wireless charger, USB A and C charging ports. This is going to look very, very nice, much better than what was there. So in that section that we looked at for the dual battery, this is the brackets that we take out. So these are the original ECU brackets and ECUs themselves, and all of this will be relocated in the same area. It's actually a really nice kit. A lot of people don't know that it exists, but it does, and it's a good kit. So there's like a little fuse box, I think. What is that? Yeah, little fuse box thing there, that gets relocated. We get this huge area for the new battery, and we'll show you what that looks like when it's all done. But that's pretty much where we're at. We've got this car for a few days, so we're not in a rush. Oh, Lucas is also gonna come down and wrap all of the wood grain. So 2024 cars still have the ugly wood grain everywhere. We'll get Lucas to come down and wrap that. He'll do a really good job on that. It'll look really, really nice. And I forgot to show you the DC to DC charger we're using is the iTech World 25 amp charger. That's plenty for an AGM Optima battery. And we will be taking the solar input from this charger, extending it to the very back. And then one of the plugs at the back of the car is the solar input. So it'll take solar in and then give output to the Optima, which is here. And then we've also got battery So this will connect to starter battery, take charge from the alternator, same thing, output to the second battery. Nice and easy. We've done a few of these with this system here and it seems to work really, really well. So we're going to continue. And for the dual battery, a big part of what I like to do here is map everything out. So I'll jump into the engine bay, turn the lighting up for you, and then basically set a center point, which is right here. Now from here, I've got two wires that tee off, 1, 2. So we've got the 50 amp Anderson plug cable, which is 6 BNS, and then we've got the 20 amp cable, which is 8 BNS, and they tee off right there. So what we're gonna do is that where the conduit starts is gonna sit right there with the factory loom. These two are gonna tee off, one 50 amp, one 20 amp, and we'll put two inline fuses here. Then we've extended the solar input, so that just goes a little bit longer to this area. We're going to put the DC to DC charger on this plate here, and then this will connect straight to the solar input. Obviously all of this is going to get conduit and tape, but we're just sort of mapping it out. And then from this point here, we've got the 8 BNS cables, 3 of them all together in this conduit, and then we'll put some more conduit on the 6 BNS cable, so 8 BNS here, 6 here. And then these will follow the factory looms all the way under the car, all the way to the back. So when you see people that do these systems, 1, you need to make sure you're using conduit, and 2, make sure everything is taped so there's no water that's going to get into there. People just run cables like that. It saves time, but it's not going to last long and it looks dodgy as hell. So when this is all done, we'll have conduit on every single wiring, heat shrink as well, and tape, and it's going to look really nice and neat. And we'll have a couple of beautiful inline fuses here for the dual battery. Other fuses we need to do is a fuse from the main battery, which we're probably going to put in this area here. So it'll go input fuse and then output fuse to the DC to DC charger. And then here you can sort of see what it's going to look like. Very nice and neat with some conduit. And yeah, that is pretty much where we're at so far. So this is the dual battery bracket here that will allow Optima to sit right there. And then this is the relocation sort of kit for the OEM ECU and fuse box back there. So as you can see, it actually looks really nice. From here, we've got that wire that we looked at earlier running underneath the car all the way to the back. And now we're just working on all of the inputs. So you'll see we've got a MIDI fuse right here, or A&L fuse. So that'll probably sit somewhere like that. And then this cable will go around and connect to the battery. We've got a fuse in the front engine bay area that goes from the main battery over to where we're going to put the DC to DC charger in here. That's basically the front side. Over here, the mirror is done. So 2024 car normally have no cameras at all. We've replaced that panel with a beautiful camera. On the inside, wiring comes through, through here, down, through there, into the car, where it will go to the head unit. Lucas is here doing all of the wrap. I'll get you a look at that now. So this customer has gone with suede on the doors. So this is the suede here. It's a nice dark material. And satin black on center console and basically everywhere else. So that'll look really good when it's all completed. Doors are done, so these can go back on the car. And we'll get a look at that when it's done as well. Have a look at how much better that looks. Beautiful suede. Very nice. You can get any finish you want on this. So it can be silver, there's matrix black, there's all sorts of different colors, but my favorite is suede on the dash and doors, and then satin black in the middle. It just looks so good. Once it's all done, you'll see what I mean. Obviously, we've still got the car in absolute pieces, but the dual battery is probably the longest part of this job, as well as UHF. Very nice. Cable's already run from that down into here. So we'll put the main module for the UHF in there. I'll get you a look at all that stuff as we go, but we are getting there. So the last thing we looked at on this Patrol was the dual battery being tidied up and going in. It is all finished now. In fact, the whole car is completely finished. The customer's going to be here in about half an hour to pick it up. Very excited about it. Let's go through and show you what we've done. So first up, 2024 Patrol does not get 360 camera. Well, now it does. That is the front camera right there. Moving along, we have the second battery. So this Piranha kit basically gives you the ability to move the original ECU. There's 2 ECUs that need to be moved. The original fuse box gets moved over, and then they give you a bracket. And have a look at just how nice this has all come up. Every wire has conduit and heat shrink, and everything is really nice and neat, and this thing is solid. That is an Optima AGM battery, deep cycle, so that's gonna work really well. We tried to fit a lithium in here and it doesn't work, so forget it. It has to be an Optima if you want it in this location. Coming down into the engine bay area, so just in front of the airbox here, we've put the DC to DC charger. Now this iTech World charger will do lithium and AGM and all sorts of stuff. We've got it set to AGM. And then from here we have the output to the second battery, solar, and basically that is it. So this is the front of the vehicle all done. And then if we jump in, you can see just how good this looks. Lucas has done his wrap. We have done our 13-inch screen. So we have 13-inch display, volume and tune control, premium air vents, premium climate control. We have a cubby wireless charger and charge ports down there. This is a massive transformation over that directed head unit. Lucas also wrapped this front face to match the rest of the car, and I think it looks amazing. He's done a great job there. No one asked him to do that. He saw it and thought it would look good, and he is dead right. I think it looks amazing. We have done our digital dash as well, so let's turn this on. And guys, get a look at just how good that is. Digital dash, head unit right here. We'll turn this down. 360 HD cameras, look at how clear that is. All right, now the stitching's off because I've got my door closed. If we go ahead and close that door, you can see everything around the car. There we go. And there it is with the door closed. 360 view, HD cameras everywhere. You can look around the car. You can do all of this crazy stuff. You can see your front camera. You can see your rear camera. You can change the view of the rear camera as well. There is a lot you can do, but just have a look at how nice that is. Now, I'm probably going to do an in-depth review on these new head units we have, but basically AM, FM radio, compatible with factory vehicle features. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto will work. These things are loaded. They take a SIM card. You can go to the Play Store. You can download any app you want. You'll see we also did the UHF. Coming down here, we have the UHF pass-through. So you just plug in your handheld and off you go. We normally don't fit the actual mount for the handhold anywhere because I don't know where people want them. You know, if I stick it on here, you might not like it. People prefer to not drill into the dash. So basically I just show customers how to install it, and then if they say no, I want you to screw it into something, then we will do it. And here's another look at that GME on the bonnet mount. Wiring just comes through here, boom, 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 down and then into the vehicle. Rear doors wrapped by Lucas as well. And then at the very back here, we've added this huge bracket so we could put all of the Anderson plugs. We've got a 50 amp charging plug. We've got the genuine trailer bracket. We've got a 20 amp plug here. So we're gonna have to mark this up to show it's 20 because it says 50. And then we have solar input as well, all on the Trailer Vision plugs. And I think it looks really, really neat. And last but not least, guys, how can you go past this amazing digital dash? Go through and have a look at all these menu items. Let me show you something. Look at that. I just missed it. Let's go again. Boom. Look at that. Oil pressure, oil temp, fuel, coolant temperature, trans temperature. Tell me which dash gives you all of that information. Only ours. Now go through and check this out. 4-wheel drive mode. You can see pitch, roll, steering angle, torque, all the stuff that you want to see when you're off-roading. And just have a look at it. Man, I can't get over how good this looks. Once these cars are clean, they are so nice. This thing is just spot on. And there we go, another 2024 big build completed. There it is, everything is done, fused, ready to go. As you can see, it is a pretty big job and it does take us, how long do we spend on this? We had the car, actual work time, 3 days? We spent about 3 days on this car getting everything done. and it's come up really, really good. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. If you want to reach out to us, head over to the website, installation inquiries, online shop, all of that stuff, all to the website. And that is pretty much all. Thank you all so much for watching. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you in the next one. And we had to do the sneaky AES logo on the back.